What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Under a Rock. That's right, this is a new game, new survival game coming out, hopefully 2025. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but this game, it has its own unique style, which, it's certainly grabbed my heart. It certainly got my attention, and we're definitely going to be playing this game on the channel. So smash that like button and hit the subscribe if you want to be seeing this game get played on our channel. Then yeah, you know where it is, mate. You know where it is. It's down there. It's down the bottom. But either way, we could be seeing this game, or like something in order to be able to play this game, probably as early as Gamescom, I reckon. In Gamescom, we'll probably see either another trailer or maybe a release. You just never know. You just never know. This sort of seems like the sort of game that's going to be released on Game Pass, I would say, and then, yeah, done through that. So anyone who has Game Pass, we're winning, mate. We're winning. Now, let's have a good look at this and have a little bit of a deeper dive of what we can see in the game. Now, you can already see that there's a lot of diversity, a lot of like interest in the world, and being that it is a procedurally generated world, it is quite interesting. Now, we're going to stop there just for a second. So this game supports up to 10 players in co-op mode. PvP mode is optional. So that's quite interesting that they do have a PvP mode, which will be really, really cool. Each playthrough generates 64 kilometers square, including caves and underwater. So every playthrough that you do, it'll regenerate the map, which would be quite interesting because technically that's endless maps that you can generate. Obviously, they're going to be very similar maps, but it'll be good for those PvP situations where you get those players that are like, oh, I know this spot's really good, or I know that spot's really good. In this case, nobody knows where it's going to be good. You all come through in on an even playing ground, which I really, really do like that. Yeah, it's planned for a Windows release, a Linux, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. And it has peer-to-peer and dedicated servers, which are private and public. And as I just said before, this game is getting released on Unreal Engine 5. So expect similar sort of things as like a lot of the other games like Sea of Thieves, Ark Survival Ascended. And, you know, I know everyone's like, oh, the performance, but who knows? Maybe the cartoon style won't be as hard to render as some of those games. As you can see, it has a full underwater biome sort of system. And then, yeah, very diverse sort of areas. As you can see before, we're in some sort of like a jungle sort of area. And this area here looks a lot more like a desert. You know, you have your volcano in the background, very sandy sort of area, and, lacking that grass and very minimal trees. So it's going to be a very interesting game, I reckon. Very interesting one, definitely to keep an eye on in 2025. Now, it looks like we're going to have different characters to play as. Now, whether these are just characters that come into the game or whether it is like actual character customization, I'm not too sure. But it will be very interesting to see. At least we do have that diversity of players. However, in a lot of the trailers and that, they do seem to have the same player playing. You can see here we do have base building mechanics that are in the game, which is absolutely awesome. And having PvP, it'll be interesting to have that base build. It does seem like you're going to have that PvE style too. So, for that more laid back, enjoyable, so you can create a lot of places and a lot of things like this area right here. So, as you can see, this is definitely not something that you would build in a PvP world. It's not built for that sort of attacking and, that sort of thing. It's more built for like that casual PvE player. And you can see, they've got the outdoor entertainment section here. You have your windmills and all that sort of stuff. It looks awesome, mate. Like, I do like the art style. It's got a lot of Sea of Thieves vibes to the art style, I reckon. And, but that sort of Rust and Ark Survival Ascended building style in the way that you build like your bases and things like that. So it's going to be very, very interesting. It has obviously like your weather systems and things like that as well. It's going to be a really, really good game. Now, I'd like to give credit to the people that are like the artists that are making this game, because it's very hard to make a game where everything links together nice and neatly and tidy. You know, ones that I can give credit to are games like Sea of Thieves, where the artists have managed to make things join together and look really, really good when you see them, especially in this artistic sort of form. They must have very good artists that are creating the assets for this game, because yeah, it looks amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. You can see, you know, spots like this spot right here in the cave where you got the bed and the chairs and things like that. They don't look out of place. They look perfectly in place, which is what, you know, I reckon this game could be up for a couple awards this year. The way it looks is just absolutely amazing. Now you can see here, these creatures, it looks like they're going to attack them. I'd say they definitely looks like it's going to attack them, because you can see they got like a weapon in the hand and they are chasing the player down. But it could possibly be tames that are following as well. But it does look like a mother and the baby's running along, about to attack this player. So it does look like you're going to have very aggressive creatures, a lot like Ark and things like that, just with that cartoon style. You got your dodos, you know. These look amazing, mate. These look absolutely amazing. And then, like, you look at this scene here. Look at how artistic this scene is. It's absolutely amazing. Like, I can't wait to come into this world and experience it, because I do like this. It gives me that old school gaming vibe. You know, like back in the day when you play games like Donkey Kong and things like that, and they'd have that artistic sort of vibe to it that they would create, that it all matches and meshes together to create the game. Now this looks very much like that. You know, a game where it's the true essence of a game, I reckon. And it sort of brings back that old school look, but in the modern era of like the way that people like to play games today. A lot of diversity in the plants, the creatures that are here, like obviously it looks like you're going to be able to tame these creatures and stuff like that, a lot like Ark. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Now, as we keep cruising through the trailer here, let's see what else that can be spotted. Ooh, got the nest. That's quite interesting. Once again, like, look at this artistic styling at the back here. You know, it looks amazing, mate. It does. It really does look amazing. And I really cannot wait. And you can see here, procedural, mate. Procedural, which will make it replayable. You can just constantly replay it. Like, if you look at games like Grounded, fantastic game. But if they were to make that procedural where it generates the world every time differently, you'd be able to replay it differently in each time, and you wouldn't know where things possibly are, which would make the game last longer. That's what I reckon is going to make this game stand out and last a lot longer than some of these other games. Because like games like Grounded, which are like single player co-op sort of games, are a lot like this. However, they don't have that procedural generation sort of thing, which then makes it replayable. And that's the part that I reckon is going to make it very interesting. And even just watching someone play the game, it's going to be different for each person that's playing it. You know, they're going to be in different areas, come across different things. It's going to be a really good one. But we're definitely going to be having this one on the channel. As soon as it comes out, we'll be grabbing it. Doesn't matter whether it's on Game Pass, whether it's on, you know, we have to buy it. Either way, we'll be getting it, and it'll be on the channel. So if you want to see that, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down below, people. Make sure you're smashing the like. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode. See you later.